Hi everyone, this is going to be a video on makeup counter etiquette. I have been going to get my makeup done at makeup counters. I have shopped at makeup counters in both like department stores and stores like Ulta and Sephora since I was like 13. I have noticed things over the years that some of them make me cringe, and I've worked at makeup counters before, and you know, they make me cringe from that side too. And so I wanted to do this makeup counter etiquette video because I think that you guys will have a better experience at a makeup counter, and you'll get more out of what you're looking for by kind of following these sort of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I hope you guys enjoy, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of this video. The first thing is something that makes me absolutely cringe, and it has since I was young, and then it really made me cringe when I worked behind a makeup counter, and so I really wanted to point this out because it is a consistent thing that happens every day, and there are reasons you don't do it. So I'm going to tell you what it is. If you want to try on a product, don't just grab the lipstick and throw it on your mouth. Or get the mascara and pull it out and put it on and then put your wand back inside. I cringe every time I see that, and I see it every single day when I go and I'm shopping, and people are just throwing things on and trying them on in that respect without sanitizing them or anything. So at the very least, especially if you're in a store like Sephora or Ulta where you don't have somebody there immediately to help you, make sure you're sanitizing products before you try them. Ask for help. Most makeup counters, especially in department stores, have like hygiene rules that they have to follow. And so if a customer walks up and wants to try on a product, they have certain steps they have to take in order to be able to keep things hygienically, is that even a word? Keep them clean, essentially, so other people can have the opportunity to try those products. So most of them will sanitize them, some of them will scrape them off and give them to you scraped off so that you can like try it off of a Q-tip or something like that. Most of them, like, they have special wands for mascaras, disposable wands, so you're not trying the same wand that is in the tube, so that you're not like putting it on and then sticking it back in the tube and then the next person now has your germs. Get my point? Essentially, like, you're going to be healthier and you're going to be helping other people be healthier by following like hygienic rules. And so always ask for help. Even if you don't really think that you need help and you feel like you could do it yourself, that's fine. You can do it yourself, but ask them for like whatever they use, like a disposable wand, or ask them how you can try something on. So, number 2, when you are trying those products on, don't touch them directly with your hands, especially powdered products, because we have oil and bacteria in our hands, and basically it's the same sort of thing as sticking a mascara wand back into a mascara after you've used it. By putting your hands on a powder product, you're putting all of your oil and bacteria in that product, not only making it unsanitary for somebody else to use right behind you, but it's also putting that oil in there can actually alter the way like a blush will look or go on and things like that, because it puts like a film over the top of it. And so you're not going to get, you're not going to be able to experience the product, the sample of that product as well if you, especially if you're like a repeat client, you're not going to be able to experience those products as well as you would be able to if they were actually treated properly. So make sure you always use a cotton ball or a Q-tip or a makeup wand or whatever. Oh, another thing, if you're trying a mascara on, do not double dip with your disposable wand. Just because you have a disposable wand doesn't mean you can stick that disposable wand back in there for a second dip for your other eye. So get another wand, because again, it's the same principle. When it comes to samples at counters, don't be afraid to ask. A lot of department stores, cosmetic counters, do not have just samples of things laying around. Some of them do. Some of them have fragrance samples and things like that. But one thing that almost every makeup counter or makeup store like Ulta or Sephora will offer you or will allow you to ask for foundation samples. So if you've got a foundation that you want to try and see how it actually works on your skin, don't be afraid to ask for a sample of that, because most of them, that's what they do. They always do samples of foundation because they want you to go and try the product, because then hopefully you'll love it and you'll come back and buy it. But one thing about asking for samples is I always try to go when I'm ready to purchase something else and purchase that item and then ask for a sample as well. I don't just walk up to a counter and say, do you have any samples? Because that's not really beneficial to the makeup counters, the makeup companies, to just hand you a sample. Yes, hopefully you'll love it and you'll come back, but especially those artists behind the counters, is most of them are commission only, and so they're basically taking their time out of their day to give you something for free, which doesn't really help them at all. So I always try to be conscientious of the way they do business and the way they like dealing with clients, so I always try to purchase something when I'm going to ask for something for free. When you go in for a makeover or you're offered a makeover or something like that, I always try to be prepared to purchase something. It's again along the same lines as the sampling thing. A makeover is truly designed for you to be able to touch and feel a product and see how something will go on, and how to apply it and things like that, and ask questions about that product during the makeover. It's not there so you can, leave the chair looking pretty, which it is a lot of times. I mean, that is the case. I mean, always go if you want to get your makeup done for your wedding or like a special event, that's fine. But I always try to be prepared to buy something, because they're basically taking the time out of their day and spending sometimes 45 minutes to an hour with me to make me look pretty. And so if I just get it from the chair and I say, oh, thanks, bye, they're going to feel like, well, that was a waste of my time, and they're not going to want to help you the next time. So I always try to think, while I am kind of experiencing the makeover, I try to make sure that they use on me the products that I'm interested in. So if I wanted to see an eyeshadow quad on me, I'd ask them to use that eyeshadow quad. Or if I'm interested in this foundation, I'll ask them to use that foundation. That way I have a chance to feel it and look and see how it feels on me and looks on me before I buy it. And so I always try to think about myself and what I want to get out of this makeover. And then I try to think about what I want to, what I want to buy from that. It's all prioritization, so I'm coming up with all sorts of words today. I don't think that's a word either. But obviously most people don't walk into a makeup counter and say, well, everything that you put on my face during that makeover goes in the bag, I'm ready to purchase it. So I always think, okay, what is the top thing I came for? Foundation. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I get my foundation. That's the primary reason why I'm here. And whatever makeup or whatever money I have left over, I will purchase something else. And so it comes that way with samples. I also think about it that way too. I'm not going to say, hey, do you have a sample for these 5 things? I would say, okay, the first thing I want to try and make sure that I like is this sample. So I'm going to ask for that sample. And then the next time I'll ask for the next priority, next one on my priority list. And so it's the same way when you purchase products. Go in there with intent to purchase, I guess. And my last thing would be ask questions. I think most of us who are very interested in makeover, or who are very interested in makeup, or have been doing makeup for a long time, tend to not ask questions, and we think we know what the best product for us is. And what we don't realize and we don't think about is we're standing there with a wealth of knowledge next to us. This person who does this for a living, who works for this company, knows these products like the back of their hand. And so I always ask questions, even if I think I already know the answer. And just, I really, really quiz them, because one, I want to know, yes, they know this product, they know this line really well, and that I'm going to get the best the best service, and I'm going to get the best products for my skin. And also you're getting your questions or your, what you think about this product verified. And you may find out that what you thought about a product is not right, and it may not be the best one that they have for you. So go in there, stick to your guns. I mean, if you know exactly what you want, it's okay to ask for that. But what I'm saying is take advantage of the fact that they're there. Most of us are like, keep your heads down and whatever. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, because I really would like to know what your thoughts are when you go to a makeup counter. Be sure you subscribe, and I will talk with you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.